So is a Ghost Trap and a PKE meter worth $300? I think so. We're going to talk about that on this special impromptu GDL2 live stream. Hello, everybody. So it wasn't the slime blower. Instead, it is the more logical thing, which is a Ghost Trap PKE meter 2-pack. And I think news of it got leaked earlier in the day before the Hasbro 1027 stream. And so when I first saw the, screenshotted pics from that leaked video, as well as the information on the final price, I was like, okay, cool. I think that price seems reasonable, especially when you consider the two of them separately in the Matty Collector days. And please, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, and I will say hello to chat in a second. I feel like it was like $100 and maybe $150 for the trap. Was it $250 for the trap? Either way, $299 for both of them, plus the additional, display stands and stuff like that, and the potential for some, fairly fun tiers, but I don't think they're necessarily do or die tiers. I think makes this, sequel, this Ghostbusters 2 Haslab sequel, a positive one. And one that I've already backed. I've already backed it, as well as more than 5,000 people on day one. We have some new Brian Brinks charts we're going to check into. Doing really, really well on day one. More than halfway there. Oh, we're more than halfway there. Well, not really living on a prayer. So 10,000 is our goal, which is a bit more than the Proton Pack. I think it was like 7,000 for the Proton Pack. And the tiers are further out than the Proton Pack as well. But all the tiers are within the same range of the Proton Pack. This one is cheaper than the Proton Pack. So even though we have tiers that are further out, 18,000, I think, is that last tier. I think everything's in play right now in terms of day one. All right, let's say hello to the chat. I just happened here on a Friday night. Thank you for hanging out. We got Shiny Plastic People here. Jeff White, Quantum Toys, Monsters from Beyond. Overman is here. Leonard Peaton, Neil Hunter Hyde is in the house. Stephen Lawrence, Free Reign is here. Backed indeed. Frankie Rivera, Hyperdelic, Lab Riot, Toy Geekasaurus. Back to the second, it was available. I think I'm back in a second. I hope everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. We'll talk about that. This is like a back two kind of situation. We got Boo Cat here, Tony Taylor Toys. I think these are really cool, but we're here sure to be hits. Probably didn't need to do a Haslab, but also these are happening. Hoping for something big. I agree. I don't think this is big. I don't think it's big. Well, we got time to talk about it. We're just going to hang out, chat for a little bit. We got Ashnod, Doralaxian, Dartherian, Tony Taponi, Judy is here. Matt Bush in the house. Mecha Manblade is here as well. We got Jamie Vaughn in the house. Space Cowboy is here as well. Smugglers. We've got Mark Kimpausen is here. Riley Bob. I couldn't get the dang iPhone camera to work, but because I really wanted to be able to do this. Because we've already got 5,000 backers, which is exciting. We've got Alpha Magnus is here. Hashtag Firehouse or GTFO. Brandon is here. Tryon totally called it. Thank you, Charlie Weaver. Ray Alonzo is here. A lot of people have backed. TGIF with GDL, $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Matt Bush. Jarhead, Charlie Squared, Comics is here. S. Wheeler, first time chatting. Hi, everyone. S. Wheeler, welcome to the fun. Welcome to this is where the fun begins. Damon Ristori, Jamelin Parks, big or not, pretty cool. Haslab. Hello, says Too Bad Dad. Randall Guzik says, not my jam. All right. That is true. It's pretty early to celebrate, but I don't know. I had to do something. Maybe 2 thumbs up. Is that the fireworks? Yeah, fireworks. Woo! That was ridiculous. Anyway, let's take a look at this new Haslab. I've already backed it. You know, fresh off the heels of the Giant Man, Hasbro's like, no time to rest. No time to recharge. Nerds, you gotta back something else. But I will say, I did not back the Giant Man. I didn't. I appreciate it for what it was, but I just not. Actually, I've gotten every other Marvel Legends Haslab so far. I got, or at least the ones that got backed. I got the Sentinel and the Galactus, but Giant Man just wasn't for me. But everyone knows Ghostbusters, my number one love. Big fan of the Proton Pack. Did a big review on it. I think I've had it as like my main video on the main GDL channel. If you haven't seen that review, so anything Ghostbusters Haslab, I was going to back. And after we did, or I did the breakdown of the teaser video, and then went on with Craig on the Yes Have Some breakdown video, I thought there was just so many damn slime references that maybe it could have been a slime blower. Plus, with all the other little slime blower teases, I was like, maybe it's going to be a slime blower. But I also thought, where the hell am I going to put a slime blower? And so I'm glad it's a Ghost Trap and a PKE meter, because I can actually buy these and display them. I was, no matter what it was, Firehouse, Ecto One, Stay Puft, PKE meter, 2-pack. I was gonna back this thing. So, you know, that's that. But now that I've seen it, or I've seen the preliminary pictures, and I think already 5,100 backers. I think this set is fantastic, and I think its price is just right. I've seen some people say great price. I've seen people say it's like where it should be, and I've seen some people say way overpriced. It's a no-go for me. And I gotta say, I think $300 feels about right. Especially considering I think especially the Ghost Trap is going to run circles around the Matty Collector Ghost Trap. And for those that have owned the Matty Collector Ghost Trap, you know that it has some inherent flaws. I think the primary flaw is the cable that connects to the Ghost Trap. It is very plasticky, and I took it out of the box a few times to kind of play with it, show friends, but I don't think in any scenario could it stand up to wearing it around as a prop for any extended period of time. The trap as well. The trap looked good, but it was a lot of plastic, and just I never felt like it could hold up walking around a convention floor. Whereas the Hasbro Spangler Neutrino one, which is a retail release, and the Proton Pack, which is the last Ghostbusters Haslab, I think is a really well-constructed prop replica that can hold up to walking around a convention floor with it. And I think the way, again, it's not the final product or whatever, like they said in the video today, but I think the cable is a vast improvement over the Matty Collector one. I think the foot pedal is a vast improvement over the Matty Collector one. The Matty Collector one was very flimsy plastic. This thing seems a lot more stable. And while it does have a little more weathering than maybe movie one trap, I just think it looks more authentic than the Matty Collector one. And considering that Matty Collector traps, probably up until this point, were selling on the secondary market for what, $600, $700, $1,000 if it was still sealed in box. $299 for this trap and a PKE meter, I think, is a very, very fair price. Like a man blade, you're 100% right. Convention floors are a true test to any cosplay prop. Indeed, indeed. And the PKE meter is an accurate replica to the one that we saw in Afterlife, and I assume the PKEs that we'll see in the new Ghostbuster movie. And that being said, I think I still prefer, and this is, the Spirit of Halloween ones. This is not the Matty Collector one. I still think the Matty Collector one looks better than this one. But I really like that they incorporated the taser effect from the movie. And I like that it comes with a stand. I will say the ones in these pictures look better than the one that we saw during the 1027 event. That screen looks really cheap and plastic, but again, I assume that's gonna be improved. But so far between the two, just based on images of them holding them in that 1027 event and the images online, I think the trap far surpasses the Matty Collector trap. And the PKE meter, because it's more accurate to Afterlife, may not surpass Matty Collector, but there's a lot of it may have to be like a side-by-side comparison thing to truly see. So anyway, that's my initial thoughts on both the PKE meter and the trap. I think they're both great, and in $299.99, and if you have Hasbro Pulse membership, free shipping. I think after taxes, depending on where you are, you're probably around $315, $320 all in, which I think is a good price. Because if these were retail, maybe the PKE be $100, the trap be $150. So you throw in like the $50 more because of lower MOQ, and you're probably about right. So anyway, I think it's a really good set. Let's talk about the tiers. I would say the tiers are okay, but they don't have me feeling. Yeah, not feeling head over heels, but I'm not going to let it all out. I'm like perfectly whelmed with the tiers. I think they're fine. They're not earth-shattering. They're not gonna change my feeling one way or another. I won't be super upset if we don't get them, but I think they're fun. I think the first tier is probably the best one in terms of I love the, psychic cards, whatever these things are called. I love the stickers. The blueprints are cool, and the movie accurate patch I think is really nice. I'm thankful I have a movie accurate patch, but for those that don't, I think it's a really cool ad. Okay. Hashtag no fears for tears. Exactly, no fears for tears on these. Now, and Darthea said tier 1 is meh, 2 and 3 are something needed. Again, should be included at the base. I understand, but now this is where I'd be curious to see. I know AJ Quick doesn't really watch the GDL stuff. Definitely is on the streams for Toy Anxiety, but they are not home to stream. Maybe I should have texted him to see if he would still jump on. Nah, he's having fun times away. But anyway, I believe we can get prop. Like, I don't know. Can I go to GB fans and like buy this? Shop, close. I don't want ads. Trap parts. Maybe this will be too far, whatever. But I feel like those things. And Age of Media, like maybe it is on your front post. I probably should have done some like previous research before I got into this. But either way, I feel like the trap holster, if it doesn't unlock, is something we could get. It's not a we can get it if it doesn't get unlocked. So yeah, I think that's fine. Boocat, you're right. If they didn't have the stuff already, they probably exactly agreed. The Haslab patch is fun. It is fun, but I would never wear that anywhere. I think if they took off the Haslab and just let it be the caution tape throughout, would have been more fun. But it's a little too branded. It's a little too branded for me. But whatever. It's a throw-in. The next patch is the one I actually really, really want. And so the last one, the Psychokinetic Energy Detection Unlock, is for the PKE meter, and you get the cute mini puff patch that was seen at the end of Afterlife. I love the mini puff no ghost logo. A friend of mine made some stickers of that, so it is on. It's a laptop sticker for me, and I've had it on my laptop for 2 years now. It's a top of the laptop sticker. That's a high praise. I got a lot under laptop stickers, but that's how much I love that logo. So I really want that patch. So I will be upset. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Do you all want to like jump online from the car? I'll send you a link. But so I really want that patch. So that's the only one. Fair enough. That's the only one that I really want out of all these patches. Oh yes, and laser tag Larson. I got that sticker from Dan Larson himself at PowerCon. And then I also got, hold on, another Larson sticker. Leave one for the next collector. Oh, and I got an Alpha Magnus sticker here as well. Look at that. I'm repping a bunch of Toy Tuber brands here today. Craig says yes. Okay, I'll send Craig a thing. So yeah, I think tiers are fine. If I don't get them, it won't be in the world, but I would really like to have them, which to me is, I don't know. I feel like that's a good balance for the tiers. And that's just how I feel about that. Let me send Craig a old linky link. Old linky do. Hold on, Craig. Send to his personal email. I think he's going to want it there. Get Craig on the show. Because it's live, baby. We can do anything we want. I think the donut one is from Alpha Magnus as well. He had this really cool Dunkin' Donuts, Man at Arms cosplay. Can you still get those large Goldberg ghosts you showed a couple years ago? Large Goldberg ghost. I'm blanking on the large ghost. Oh, you mean like the upsize vintage figures? It would be Toysaurus on Instagram if he's still making those. So check that out. So there it is. It is available now, and it's doing really, really well for its first day. To be honest, I was a little nervous how it would do day one, just because we've been talking about it on like Toy Geeks, on every toy tuber discussion channel has been talking about Haslab or crowdfund fatigue. So I was worried, but 5,200 is really good. Oh, and from the car, hopefully his car internet is good. We got Craig Goldberg. How you doing, my friend?
Hey,
He's
man,
muted.
I'm only going to stay on for a couple of minutes because...
There you go.
Hold on. Am I muted?
No, you're good. You're good. I think it's delayed, so it's like you're talking, and then it catches up to you.
Okay. Well, I'll only stay on it because I'm not sure streaming is dry safe, but my eyes are on the road. Okay, we'll start with that. Hi, everybody. It's a very exciting day for me as a Ghostbusters fan. Okay? To make that clear.
Yes. Yes, I'm excited for you. You're still coming in a little. It's like you're I don't know, from the helicopter doing a traffic report or something. But Craig, how do you feel it's doing for day one? Are you excited with the day one response, with it already being over halfway there?
Yeah, it's amazing. Fans are really showing up. Over 5,000 in just a couple hours is really incredible. So the reason I wanted to chime in real quick was about the tiers. And about this, I'll just say my piece and I'll sign off.
Okay.
I'll listen afterwards. I think the holsters are absolutely incredible, and here's why. Now, I don't say if they're going to be plastic or leather or what, but a leather trap holster on a handmade item, that could be $75. PKE meter holster can $25, $55 for something of quality. So I'm really interested. I haven't been able to look up the information yet. I wonder if they're leather or plastic. I think those are really, really cool add-ons, and I was so mad at myself. It never even crossed my mind to purchase. I was kicking myself watching the 1027 event.
No, yeah, I didn't even think about the cost if they are, a decent quality holster. Because if you're saying it's $75 for a trap holster, $25 for a PKE holster, if it hits those tiers, that's an extra $100 of value thrown in right there.
Yeah, and what's really cool is that, Ghostbusters brand appeals to all sorts of people. But I think anybody, there's Ghostbusters franchise in every state. There's so many players. This goes well beyond your average toy collector. I mean, every Ghost fan in the world isn't considering dropping $300.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that it's going to fund in the next 4 hours probably, and I don't see any issues hitting the mark.
Nah, I agree. We're going to look at the charts in a second. But Craig, thank you for jumping in. I'll let you go because I'm sure you're driving, and I don't believe people are starting to get worried that you're going to crash your car. But Craig, my friend, thank you for jumping in, and safe travels home. Excited for your big Halloween episode on Halloween this Tuesday on Toy Anxiety, 9:30. It's going to be amazing. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, there's Abby.
Yeah, Abby's here with me too. She wants to be.
Hi, what's up, Jay? We're safe, everyone. On Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tune in to Yes Have Some tomorrow night. I think we're gonna talk about this stuff tomorrow night. All right, Jake. Thank you for the entertainment.
You're welcome. Bye. Yeah, having that real Spectre creative internet connection. But I think he brings up a good point. The $75 value on the trap holster and the PKE holster, I think is a big deal. I really do. I didn't even think about that cost. And yeah, if we hit them, that'll be pretty darn cool. All right, let's take a look at the Brian Brink charts. The charts, they are charting. Brian Brink rests for no one after tirelessly working on the Giant Man Haslab statistician. He has already got a new chart teed up and ready to go for the latest Ghostbusters Haslab. And if you want to compare it to the Proton Pack, which ended its run, and it's in the light blue here, and I'll put a link to the chat right now so you can play along at home. It ended, the Proton Pack originally ended at 21,625. It did come down a little bit afterwards. He's saying it ended at like 1962, but even still, hit all of its tiers, and its original run for the Proton Pack went beyond where the last tier for this 2-pack is at 18,000. So if you want to play along at home, this light blue line is the original Proton Pack path that it took a couple years back for its Haslab. Now this red line is the Ghost Trap and PKE meter 2 in the box set. And as you can see, each dot is a day on the light blue line, and we're already past the first 2 days of the proton pack on day 1, and we're not even like a full 24 hours. It went up 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, somewhere around there, and we're already well past 5,000. We're already well past the first day. If you want to compare it to the Giant Man, I think it got like a little over 3,000 on its first day. So this is a really, really strong start. I'm curious to see, and since we have links here to the other Brink charts that we've had hosted on geekdadlife.com, the day 1 for the Ghost wasn't even at 5,000. So, and the Ghost did over 20,000. So this is a really, really strong day 1 for this Ghostbusters 2 in the box set. Will it be back day 1? 10,000 is a big threshold. I don't know if it's going to hit 10,000 within 24 hours, but it's on a very, very fast path to get there, which is great because I think we need to get it unlocked as soon as possible. So that way we have a chance at all of the tiers if we want to get to them. But it's doing incredibly well. Mecha Man Blade, that thing skyrocketed. I've never been so invested in unlock goals before. I need those holsters. Damien says, the fact we don't get a lot of real GB related items compared to Marvel G.I. Joe. It's nice to see it get through for the 40th anniversary. I think there's a lot more to come for the 40th anniversary. My guess is the 10/27 event would have been a lot more, or maybe would have had a lot more Ghostbusters stuff if the trailer dropped before the event. But since we still don't have a trailer for the new movie, they probably couldn't really do anything else. So I think there's more to come. I'm still holding on to Fright Features figures because those looked brand new. If you noticed in the 10/27 video, when Emily was in the kind of the main Hasbro room, there was a Ecto-Glow Louis Tully sitting on the shelf. Again, maybe I'm getting too far into the clues again, but I really think we'll get some Kenner Classics Ecto-Glows. But that could just be wishful thinking. But I really want them to re-release those. Let's see. Charlie Weaver says, I think this has got the potential to go to 20,000 because of the sequel concept. Anyone that backed the original theoretically potentially should back this too. #completist. You're right. Unlike other, well, I would say some HasLabs can have this effect, right? I think the G.I. Joe Classified is a kind of an example. But this one especially, given the fact that everybody that got a proton pack is going to want a PKE meter and trap. I don't foresee much of a drop off on people that got the proton pack that would also want to have the PKE meter and trap. What would that drop off be? 10%? Like I don't see that much of a drop off. I really don't. So I think you're 100% right, Charlie. I think the yes and for these two HasLabs is really, really strong. And I think you're seeing that with this day 1, even though we're definitely as collectors, we're feeling crowdfund fatigue. Even with the crowdfund fatigue, this thing has done better than the first 2 days of the Proton Pack HasLab. And that tells me that this is doing really well with the people that got the HasLab Proton Pack. And clearly the Ghost, I think Craig was saying it when he was on a little bit earlier, there is such a strong connection to the props in the Ghostbuster fan community that this thing should do very well, which is exciting. And I think this one has some potential for multiples, right? Maybe you get multiple proton packs, but I could see a world where you want a couple traps and a couple PKE meters, So Yeah, I think there's a lot there. Jonathan Clifford says, let me take a sip of water real quick. Can we please get a free Ghostbusters 2 hot thermal mug and free balloons for the kids the day one pre-order? That would have been a great idea, Jonathan Clifford. That is a great idea. I'm bummed we didn't do that. Because I agree, that would have been a ton of fun. He'll probably make enough traps to capture Gozer. Yep. Would have been a ton of fun. Let's see. I would bet we will see figures closer when the sequel. Yeah, absolutely. But if they would have done the trailer sooner, we could have seen it. But maybe they're holding off on that because of the strike or whatever. Who knows? But still. All right, let me drop in the chat. We gotta do it's poll time. Let's poll the chat. Hold on, I gotta switch accounts on my laptop to GDL2. All right, let's see. I think first poll is do you intend to back the Trap and PKE 2-pack? Simple yes or no. Do you intend to back the PKE and Trap? Funny enough, last time we did this poll with the Giant Man, I think it was 17% said yes. So we'll see. We'll see what you all are saying here. Nick Dillinger, He-Man. We just watched Ghostbusters 2 as a family. I was trying to get myself psyched up for the slime blower, but alas, didn't have to stress about that one. Actually, it's my dad said you guys are full of crap, not the S word. We had to keep that PG rating, you know. All right. So unlike Giant Man, which was 17% yes, this one is much closer. We're currently with 43 votes in. We're hovering around 50-50. We have 138 people watching right now. Get your vote in. You could tee this poll one way or another. We know the figure tiers. They're not any figures in them. It's holsters. So once we get to the second tier, the first tier at 12,000, we get the movie accurate patch, some stickers, the tarot cards, and the blueprints. We don't get the holster until the 14,000. Is it 14,000? 15,000. And then at 18,000, we get the PKE holster. But I really want that little patch. Darthian, I'm ready to be a dirt farmer. Yeah, I think the tiers are fun. I think back to look at you, Linear Rager. Yeah, I feel like this Haslab has that multi-back kind of feel to it. All right, we have 57 votes. I want to end the poll right here. So this question is, do you intend to back the Trap and PKE 2-pack? 52% of you said no, and 47% of you said yes. So now my next question is, will this Haslab hit all of its tiers? Which, you know, the dang Giant Man almost hit all of its tiers. That last day of the Giant Man was unreal. Absolutely unreal. Even though it is absurd. Like, I don't know if y'all read the comments of my Giant Man video I did on the main channel. There's a lot of people that are like going full conspiracy theory mode that the last day total wasn't real. And it was just Hasbro, you know, cooking the numbers. It's crazy. But yeah, all right, let's check in on the poll. Oh man, this is a landslide. We'll wait till it gets over 50. We're at 45 votes right now. But so far it is a landslide. The landslide will bring you down. Would a slime blower have done better or worse? I think worse. I think the slime blower would have done worse. Well, I thought that's what they were hinting, and I would have backed it. The slime blower just doesn't have one, the space constraints. It's not as beloved as the proton pack or the PK meter or the trap or the ecto goggles for that matter. Hell, I want the sniffer. Can the next set be the sniffer and the ecto goggles or something? Or the Geiger meter, maybe? Puka, if they were cooking the numbers, I don't think I would have shorted it by yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. All right, so ending the poll. Will this Haslab hit all of its tiers? 56 votes in, 83% said yes. Yes, it will hit all of its tiers. And let's do one last poll. Do you think it will fund by Monday? Will it hit its 10,000 goal by Monday? Galaxy Alex, hi, I love your channel, and hi everybody. Thank you so much, Galaxy Alex. My youngest son's name is Alex. It's a great name. Charlie Weaver says, of course there were ML conspiracy theories. Sounds like a half-baked cheeseburger. Space Cowboy, I'd rather get the electroshocks box. Ooh, yes. I didn't know it'd be giving me electric shocks. What are you trying to prove here anyway? All Music Fan, what is that thing you're doing? It's technical. It's one of our little toys. Exactly. I want the sniffer, okay? I've wanted that damn thing since I saw that movie. It's 3 years old on VHS. The goggles should be retail. I agree if it's solo, but if you, again, pack it with a sniffer, pack it with a Geiger meter. Like, I don't care. I don't mind this since it's 2 for 1, you know? I don't mind. Very good, Lewis. Short, but pointless. Yeah, I think sniffer and goggles 2-pack next time. That's going to be my wish list. It may not have the same cachet as a PKE and a trap, but I would back it. But again, in all fairness, Emily and crew, I will back anything Ghostbusters because I love Ghostbusters. Can I just say, love that Emily is heading up the Ghostbuster stuff this go around. I am worried for Emily. Like maybe she's a little overworked because I feel like she's picking up every damn line right now. And definitely miss Pam. But for those Ghostbuster fans that haven't been paying attention to the G.I. Joe line, Emily's been a part of that and has done an incredible job. And so if there was anybody that would be taking on this line this go around, Emily is who you'd want doing it. I think she I don't know, she's a rock star. So her running this thing is a really exciting thing. Goggles with a cigarette is what I want. Exactly. I want the Plasma Series Big Twinkie. All right, let's end this poll. We have over 50 votes. Let's see. Do you think it will fund by Monday? 72% of you say yes. 27% say no. I will say this. I think it will fund by Monday. If it keeps this trajectory, I think there's a darn good chance it funds by Monday. And I definitely think all the tiers are healthily in play. I will say, final thoughts are I'm a little bit bummed that it wasn't big, you know? I feel like maybe the trailer, maybe the movie getting pushed back changed the play a little bit because while I think the PKE meter and trap are great, they're not big. So what's still out there? Hasbro Ghostbusters, if that's your real name. What else? There's more out there that we haven't tapped into yet. And I, for one, can't wait to see what that is, because I think it would be fair to say that if you're gonna tout big, really big, you probably had something else up your sleeve. And that's just me. So anyway, Alpha Magnus says both of Emily's other side parks are on hiatus for at least a year. Great. Again, Emily is a rock star, so it'd be cool to have her on. I've only chatted with her once at Comic-Con. She was very nice. I don't think she knew who the hell I was, which is fine. I don't even know who the hell I am half the times. But I would love to have her on the show. I could like DM her or something. Gotta have her on. Yeah, it's not big. So I feel like there's something else out there. And we just don't know what it is yet. Containment unit, Ray's child at home. It's all right, Ray. Everybody has 3 mortgages nowadays. The interest rate alone, $95,000. Good God. A lot of bad business choices, I will say. No wonder they were, in such dire straits 5 years later in Ghostbusters 2. Ooh, Ectoglow, Stay Puffed. Love that. Even Foster, Emily's amazing. She has helped turn G.I. Joe into a top toy line. I agree. We'll definitely dig more into the G.I. Joe stuff from 1027 on Sunday. Remember, this Sunday's Toy Geeks, Dan Larson co-hosting with me. That's a big deal. Maybe we'll have Shartimus Prime on as well at some point to talk about Street Humans. And if we had like Dan Larson co-hosting a special, guest appearance, it's after we probably go through all the Hasbro stuff by Shartimus Prime. That's like over 1 million Toy Tuber subscribers if that happens. I know this is a GB stream, but can we vamp a little before you sign off? Hashtag so sexy classified, priced right. I will say this. I got one. I ordered it so fast and so hard. I think the vamp is fantastic. I think the price point is fantastic. We were thinking, I was hoping sub 100, but I think we were all feeling, it might be like 120 or whatever. So $99 figure, cool ass car. I think that's pretty cool to me. So yeah, we'll definitely dig more into the vamp and all the other reveals. And we'll check back into the Ghostbusters Haslab on Toy Geeks. But yeah, I vamped real hard. Okay. Hold on, I got you.
That's what she said.
I didn't get 2 though. I didn't get 2. But I may get 2 Haslab Ghostbuster sets.
He got 2. He got 2. Get the mailman.
But I did the 2 sign it. That's one of the things. But I probably won't because I can't. I'm just like literally every time like I claw my way back to like having some money in the toy funds, another thing comes along to wipe it out. I got my last Cat Slayer payment to on the 30th, and then I'll be caught up just in time to have another thing take out of my account. I vamped hard as well. Put that cookie down. Ooh, yeah, definitely Tiger Force vamp. Give me all the vamps. Give me vamp 2, vamp 1. Hello, I love Ghostbusters. I love Ghostbusters 2. I pre-ordered vamp, but I'm more surprised I pre-ordered all the Spider-Man figures. Yeah, agreed. A lot good reveals. Again, we'll dig into all of those on Toy Geeks. I just want a place to just kind of chat and rap about the Haslab. And that's the beauty of GDL 2. It's a little more loosey-goosey. A little more, just let's talk about whatever we want to talk about. Or if it's just something specific. Or when wonderful patrons of the GDL Patreon send me an amazing gift like this Pinocchio. He's awesome. So he sits there now, watching over me, not creepily at all. Jamelin says I might have gotten 2 vamps, but I definitely expect repaints of it. Oh my god, 1980 Force is amazing. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's amazing. Man. All right, everybody. It's Friday night. I gotta go hang out with my wife. That's kind of important. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Remember, this Sunday, Toy Geeks, Halloween edition. I think I'll be dressing up. I know Dan Larson will be dressing up. So come hang out this Sunday night. Usual Toy Geeks time. Like I said, probably have a guest appearance by Shartimus to drop in at some point to talk about Street Humans. It ends the 4th, November 4th. If he can't join that show, we'll do another thing to talk about Street Humans. Check it out. $28. Help out a fellow toy tuber. Galaxy Ver. Dropping in a lot there. Don't do it too much. Be spammed out of here. Let's see what else. Oh, Toy Anxiety, Tuesday, Halloween night is their big Halloween episode. Be sure to check that out. And I think Craig said tomorrow they'll talk about all this stuff on YHS. And Nostalgia Unbox tomorrow night is doing critiquing your YouTube videos. So I think you can submit a Google form. That'll be on Nostalgia Unbox tomorrow. I think that's all the things. The friends of the GDL verse. Check them all out. We'll see you all next time. Until then, hasta luego. And goodbye. Take care, everybody.